Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Lord Forwind, here in Europa Universalist 4, playing as Castile. So, we are developing a nice little empire here. Got Tlemcen as a march, got Aragon and Naples as unions, and moving towards getting all the land needed for Imperio Español, España or whatever it was, which is an achievement on historical Spanish provinces. I have to take Havana, Panama, the Aztecs capital, and the Inca capital, which shouldn't be too big of an issue. And I'm going to get the Spanish Inquisition fairly soon, which should then allow me to convert North Africa. However, I'm still stuck with low diplomatic power, but fairly high military and administrative. Even though, of course, I have focused diplomatic. Really need to reduce some of these diplomatic relations. And poor Naples is having revolt after revolt because of war exhaustion. 12 war exhaustion. Poor guys. Wish I could really help. On the slightly more positive note, I am now managing to reduce my corruption, which was getting a bit out of hand. Still around 4. And that really does hurt. It really starts to hurt. Power being 3, everything that I spend power on 3% better. Portugal's no longer a great power. Austria apparently replaced Lithuania and Poland. I've replaced the Ottomans though. So I'm a first-rank great power now. I would guess the reason Lithuania has been pushed out is, yeah, they don't have colonialism yet. But France and Austria do. The Ottomans have it now, I believe? It's in their lands, but they haven't embraced it yet. It's too bad there isn't a way for you to help your allies and actually, you know, help them advance down those. Portugal's back is a great power. Who did they displace? Lithuania, I think? I wasn't paying much attention. Probably should have been. Okay. More sitting and waiting, and now converting. Good. Finally. And you know what? Just because I can do it, advancement of religion, make this a lot faster. Actually, no, I don't convert that. If I... Oh, wait, I don't have that mission anymore, do I? So it's not worth it. Darn. Convert those two. Probably going to cause the revolt to happen sooner in the scheme of things. Contacts in the Holy See. Nepotism? No. I will take the power, rather, because I'm 3 techs behind in both categories. Ooh. Oof. Concessions to the peasantry, I think is really my only choice there. I'll have to lower some corruption. But considering my monarch is a lawgiver, an additional 0.5 of autonomy is not that bad. It should balance itself out. 10% is not terrible to lose in terms of a tax income. Especially when I can just do national tax modifier increase from the Pope. And problem is solved. Let's get that corruption back up to reduce it as much as possible. 0.02 per month. Perhaps a policy change is in order against France. They're going to wipe out England off the continent. Okay, that's fair with them. Seems like a good move. Plus, in the long run, it'll give me more land to take from France. Although it is a 20 base province, which is really good. Luckily, France is stuck solidly in third. They're nowhere near second or first. I keep clicking there. Okay, let's do that. The more I can root out of corruption, the better. It's not much, but in the long run, every little bit hurts. Especially when it's 3%. After all, some nations have modifiers that decrease, tech by 5%. Florence, specifically. Where was the birthplace of the Renaissance again? I thought it was in, Genoa. Okay, that's going pretty well for them. They're doing a bit better than they normally do. They lost their Crimean lands, but they gained some of the provincial lands? I don't know. Provincial, I think. So, in the scheme of things, they're doing fairly well for a merchant republic. They lead a nice sized league and everything. And Portuguese Brazil is a thing. Oops. There's the rebels. Perfect. Let's go crush them. Unless they're willing to give me 200 gold, I'm not going to try and protect them. And of course they took Fez itself. But with only 300 people in it, the garrison will fall very quickly. Plus my armies should reinforce fast enough that I don't actually have to change. Actually, I'm going to have to, aren't I? Okay, that ought to be enough. Grant privileges. Privileges have to be earned. Privileges have to be earned. Counter-Reformation. Do we want it is the question. 2 missionaries would be nice, but at the same time, a tech penalty and an idea cost. You know what? I think I'll pass on it. I can always readopt it later. Okay, and other good news, I managed to finish colonizing Havana, so I will now try and colonize Panama. The only issue I see is I have to have those territories in a colonial nation under me. But right now I think the higher priority is to just get them, then worry about the other stuff. I'm going to try converting Marrakesh. It's going to take quite a while. 6 years almost. And Fez was retaken. Good. I guess I'll put the troops there rather than Fez itself. And reboost the rooting out of corruption. We're almost down to 2.5. And I'm losing money again. At least being that low means I'm only suffering a 2% tech penalty. So, progress, I guess. And we have the scythe now. Next time I'll be able to... Next tech I can annex Aragon, I think. If I have... I don't have high legitimacy yet. But I'll get there. I'll definitely get there. Plus Aragon didn't get its 32 cities, which would have prevented it. So long as I don't make any dumb decisions like reducing legitimacy, I'll annex Aragon fairly soon. 7 years? I can wait that long. England got kicked out of France. Good for England. Actually, kind of good for both of them. England holding on to that province in France is usually never a good idea. And now I have the Pope and Portugal will all pretty much always come to my aid in a war. And as I've learned in my other games, the Pope is no joke with 20 troops. I could only raise 40, so the Pope, which you know has what? 7 territories, can muster an army equivalent to half of mine. It's probably better off than mine too, knowing the Pope. Offensive, yeah. Humanist is an interesting choice, though. Very interesting choice. Doesn't seem historically accurate for them to do that. Let's snag defensive mentality here. Cheaper army maintenance, fort maintenance. Austria is remaining Holy Roman Emperor, although they are losing their electors pretty quickly to being heretics. They've lost all but 2 of their electors. Wow. That'll probably change as time goes on. Looks like it's a good game so far for the Protestants. They can get Sweden now. They'll be monstrous. And if you look over here, the Danes have gotten Norway. So well done for them. And they've also kicked out Novgorod and the Livonian Order. I'm surprised Denmark is on the list. Denmark's 4th in the world in strength. No, a resurgent Denmark, apparently. There we are. Colonialism has pretty much spread through most of the Mediterranean, exceptions obviously being the Mamelukes. It's gonna take quite a bit of time to spread through northern Germany, though. Ooh, that was nice, though. He just gave me some money. I'll take it. I'm gonna wait tech up to get this study technology before I actually worry about even considering taking new ideas. Okay, another territory converted. Nicely done on my part, I think. As long as I chip away at it, converting Marrakesh will be the big win in the area. Tlemcen seems to be avoiding religious ideas and going down trade ideas for the moment. Still ahead of me in tech, annoyingly. Corruption is finally ticked down below 2. So only 1.9 more expensive. And as usual, inflation is still ticking up. "4 years, then I can annex Aragon. And then probably think about doing it to Naples in the future. Yeah, 14 years. I'll take the money, preferably. I think it's time I actually, rather than production, I put some into my army. Just to be on the safe side. And, okay, I've got a ruling Prince Consort Regent. 332. So that's going to help with diplomatic. He's going to rule for 4 years. I've got the same dynasty as Austria now. Probably should have a royal marriage with them. Actually, I'll take their option of it. Royal marriage with Portugal. And yeah, that's it. Although it does weaken my legitimacy quite a bit. Huh. Deeper coin. Is Austria? Ooh. Must be Savoy's deeper coin in this case. No, they're Habsburg. So where are they getting the Wallachia? They're Habsburg too. De Bourgogne though is Burgundy. That is weird. I don't know where they. Oh, maybe it might be because of my Prince Consort, because he's De Bourgogne. I suppose it makes sense. Kind of strange though, if you think about it. Death of one of my generals. Well, sir, all you did was conquer Morocco, but I guess you did a good job with it. Oh, having that extra diplomatic power is very nice. Same thing with being stuck at 40 power projection is also very lovely. Okay, now if I spy on somebody I can get cheaper tech costs. Exactly what I wanted. Can't threaten France, obviously. They're way too strong. However, I can spy on them, so let's see what happens. Bolsamet Timbuktu, or at least I haven't discovered them, but I've seen their army. Mali has already gotten the Renaissance, so this is a bit of a change here. Mali is not falling nearly behind in tech as they usually do. Joloff, on the other hand, finally just got, feudalism. I guess I'll check institutions while I'm waiting. Not a big change in colonialism, although it is spreading through Poland now, a bit more. And Lithuania, which apparently lost a war because there's Kiev and Smolensk. Renaissance, however, everybody has it in Europe. The Hejaz and Lothian still haven't entirely used it. I'm going to keep converting. Another province is Catholic. Once I colonize all of North Africa, I can kind of just sit back and, not have to worry about that territory ever again. Same thing I could do if Tlemcen actually advanced 2 levels. I see sugar and tea just fired, which makes sugar better for me to trade. Yeah, 25% more expensive. Once more, Morocco's thinking about revolting. I thought when I squashed their rebellion that would have stopped. No, I guess there was only recent uprising in that one province. Darn. Okay, another defensive idea here. Getting close to getting another colonist. I guess I'll try and ask for some help from Brittany. Diplomatic, preferably. They're probably gonna offend me again, though. Oh, friend in Brittany got some diplomatic power. And level 10 theocracy. And tolerance of heretics. That's a tough one. If I do it that way, I only have a -1 tolerance towards Protestants. If I do both of them, I get an extra 5% stability cost and an additional missionary strength, but my tolerance doesn't change. I think I'll do that. It's usually a good combination, especially if I'm converting Muslim lands. It'll help a lot. New idea group. Expansion would be a good one, but I really kind of would like to stop my inflation. I guess I'll go economic. I still got another tech or two to go up in that in administrative before I actually worry at all about going down the idea tree at all. Sorry, that made no sense. Two alls in the same sentence. I guess I'll keep spying on France for now. 2% cheaper. So it's actually balancing out my corruption a bit. Ottomans apparently were spying on me, although they have much better than I do. Yeah, so the Ottomans' new form, they automatically keep the same dynasty. Okay, Habsburg has ascended to the throne. Austria has an heir for once. And I can form the Spanish nation diplomatically. Here we go. Wonderful. And I can also institute the Societas Jesu, or I believe this would be the Jesuits. So, reform desire, missionary strength, and papal influence. Yes, please. So yeah, now I can convert things with some real ease. And I got the Italian ambition, so cheaper advisors. Interesting. Now wants me to conquer them. Okay, I'm gonna have some issues here though. Yeah, I've got way too many both ships and army troops. Actually, let's wait till the next month till it actually all calculates out. Yeah, okay. Half of this army is going to disappear, although I will save the cannons. Squash that revolt. I'm going to get rid of a couple infantry units. Move that army down there. Not sure what to do about all these ships I just inherited. I suppose I should keep them around. Although they are 9 extra gold per month. I'm an idiot. First things first. They're not in states. I feel like a complete moron. That would make a huge difference to my economy. Okay, because now that reduces those to negative autonomy. I'm going to have to wait till the end of the next month. Yeah, I shouldn't have disbanded those army units. Darn. However, I am probably going to actually get rid of at least a couple of these forts. No, I'll leave that one. I'll get rid of this one. 5 forts on the border with France. It's a bit overkill. Well, actually, let's get rid of some of these forts in North Africa. I don't really need a fort in Marrakesh. or really in Fez at all. See if that helps. Clergy nobility. Okay. I'll put the clergy in charge of that estate. Put nobility in charge of that estate. Oh, they want a lot more. Okay. How's that? Another one for the nobility. Wow, they are greedy. Nobility, clergy. That, yep, handles it all. Good. And let's let all this calculate out, and then I can decide what I'm doing. 5. How much of that is army? 5. Okay, so I can actually reduce corruption a little bit. Reinforce that army, and just like that, Spain is a good one. Cheaper diplomat? That's fine with me. Although I'm going to have to cut out most of the corruption. Make sure all the forts are mothballed. And probably reduce army maintenance a degree to own it. Just keep her around. Nope. Okay. Didn't need to reduce army maintenance, luckily. Let's combine all the troops, split them in half. And just like that, we have a functioning Spanish Empire. And that should mean, yes, I can now fabricate claims on Tunis once more. Although I'm still behind in tech. I guess the new expansion has really made it a bigger priority to maintain a tech advantage. That's all I can think about it. What now? Destroy Turkish naval dominance, have more galleys. No, that's not possible. Conquer Navon from France. You know, that might be possible. Let's see how France is doing. They got level 12 tech. Yeah, I can't attack them yet. I'll have to catch up in military tech before I do that. However, now that I've annexed those, I've got less diplomatic relations, so that'll help. And catch up. Maybe actually pass some of these colonizing ideas. The British are going to get the southern area. No one else is in the Caribbean yet, though. Once I get Panama, I think I'll jump back and start colonizing the islands once more. Ah yes, the Navy. Hunt pirates in Sevilla, if you would. Just keep me vaguely close to the Portuguese in terms of income. Yeah, they have much better trade power. Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. Good for them, I guess. Adopt Castilian as the official language. Try and incorporate all languages. Castilian. Which means I should probably try and at least wipe out some of these cultures that I don't want. Gascon would be a good one. It would also make it harder for France to retake that area. Oh, I also own Malta. Yeah, I'll wipe out Maltese. And 3 in Sardinia. I know I said I was going to try and tech up a bit, but this is almost too good to pass up. Cheaper diplomatic culture conversion is nice. Cheaper, reduced corruption. Good. I actually have a stable, functioning empire at the moment. And this guy is an expansionist, so I'll colonize even faster. Well, that went from pretty bad to functioning really quickly. I was having trouble a while ago, and now I'm not. Okay, and then Calgary for 75. Let the Fugers run our finances. Not that I'm going to be taking out any loans soon. I might be when the new institution printing press fires. How about Aragon? Are they... Oh, they're almost more developed than I am. Good for them. Actually, they are way more developed than I am in terms of buildings. Good for them. This makes my job a lot easier. And more claims on France, I think. Keep spying on them. Can I start to integrate Naples? 52, so 8 years. Okay. That's fine with me. You know, I might take the first economic idea just to get that tax bonus. I don't know. I've got to think about it. And the Mamelukes are probably dead. They've been completely occupied. Even Ethiopia and Alodia have jumped into trying to kill them. However, the nice thing is the Ottomans don't have a tech lead. They really don't. I mean, it's enough that they're green and everyone else is other colored, but the people they're fighting are not, you know, 4 techs behind the Ottomans like usual. Well, that's a nice change. It means North Africa is a lot harder to conquer. Not that my play of this is a very good example, because I kind of waltzed in and took over. Tlemcen still hasn't gone further down religious. 3. So next one I'll force them to Catholicism. Once I got all my claims on French lands. I would like to catch up in tech, yet at the same time the ideas are also decreasing tech costs. It's a really tough question. I will, however, snag this for the extra colonist. And, yeah, Barhanas for the extra. Snag the couple areas of trade in the Caribbean. And I was still going to convert Sardinia, wasn't I? Okay, that should have wiped out some of the minor cultures in my land. Sicilian I'm not going to wipe out. However, I should probably promote Catalan or Aragonese into my accepted cultures. Probably Catalan. Where specifically is Catalan? Okay, a majority of Aragon. Yeah. Catalan will be promoted, which will give me, what, a little bit more efficiency in the area? Or no? It's a brother culture. I did think that being Spain gave me a permanent claim. I guess not. I guess it's just France. Okay, let's promote that culture. Catalan. Okay, and that'll be it for now. Now it's straight for tech. Straight for tech. Pretty much, once I, you know, finish all of this stuff. You know, I should probably stop this here. I'm in a good spot to stop. There's not much going on. And in 4 more years, the printing press will fire, so then that'll cause more complications. So that will be it for this video. We are now Spain. We still have a bit more lands to integrate, but we are definitely sitting pretty as... Oh, we're in 2nd place. The Ottomans have kicked us out with their conquests. Well, that will have to change, won't it? Especially once I get some of my subjects developments. I can possibly catch up to the Ottomans again. So that will be it for this video, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye for now.